Good morning, everyone. It is about 8:30 in the morning on the day that I fly out to Texas for the Risk of Rain 2 Creator Summit, and I'm bringing y'all with me. The Risk of Rain 2 Creator Summit anyway? Well, the lovely folks at Gearbox decided to invite a bunch of content creators and a bunch of modders out to their headquarters in Texas to meet each other, see a bunch of cool stuff, do a bunch of cool stuff, some of which is under NDA. And I thought I'd bring you all along for the adventure. We got go-kart races, we got a rodeo, we have an American Airlines flight, all of which could be wildly entertaining for all of you to watch. All right, we got the Dialga hoodie on. Bags packed. Let's hit the road, baby. So a little bit more about what this trip entails while I play my travel footage in the back. As you may know by now, Risk of Rain has announced DLC 4, which is super exciting. DLC 4 was actually the reason they invited all of us creators out to Texas in the first place. We got exclusive time to play it and give direct feedback to the devs, which was incredible. I am going to be dropping a video soon about that DLC and my general thoughts, so hit the subscribe button to see that when it goes live. But as for today, I got to my airport and actually met up with Socks Needs Help, who I just made a hide and seek video with if you haven't seen it. They were super cool and we both flew together off to Texas. Once landed in Texas, we had a driver pick us up and bring us to the hotel, and I was unfortunately stuffed into the smallest seat on planet Earth. And contrary to what my Twitch chat might say, I'm a tall dude, but we survived and made it to the hotel. After a long trip, we've arrived. Let me show you the room. Some digs for me and for not me. So, pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna go out to dinner, unpacking my things. We'll catch you in the next section. Day one, completed in the books. Let me tell you all about it. So after landing officially in Texas, we immediately go to dinner. And it was just a night of yapping. I was talking to everyone, meeting everyone, met Ray Dan's, Race, obviously I already met Socks. We're talking Disputed Origin, I'm meeting modders, I met Time Sweeper, I met Gorak. So many people to meet, to talk to. It's been a ton of fun. No true activities for today, so pretty relaxed day, had a bunch of fun. We're in the hotel room. I'm gassed from the travel, excited for what tomorrow brings. And that is a wrap on day one. See you tomorrow. Good morning, it's day two. Day 2 consisted of heading to the Gearbox headquarters to test some of DLC 4. I cannot share anything specific, but I'm pretty excited for it. The office itself was super cool, but we weren't allowed to film anything other than this main office area. They also did give us some really sick Hallowed collective art, which is cool, like a printout of stuff. So you can see, of course, we got Drifter, we got the Alloy Hunter, we got Operator. It's pretty rad. So I'm gonna be putting that up somewhere in the apartment. All right, a big part of the day is over, stuff I can't talk about, but we're getting ready for go-karting. And this is what I've been waiting for, all right? It's time to lock in. We then headed to K1 Speed to do some indoor go-karting, but there was more on the line than you may realize. See, there was a full tournament system that had practice rounds, qualifying, semifinals, and then a top 10 final race. Everyone was given a trophy for participating, but if you made it to the final race, you got a ring. And if you won first place, you got a real leather and metal WWE-style championship belt. And little did anyone else know, I am the most competitive person maybe on Earth. So 5 days prior, my friend and I went to a different K1 Speed near me to practice. I also found the track map online and made my best attempt at a racing line. Yeah guys, I don't mess around. I'm here to win the belt. So after practice, we were looking pretty good. I had the fastest lap time, which is what most of these rounds are based off of. But there was someone else gunning for my crown, because I may have topped my group, but out of the 30 people there, one other person had a faster lap. I simply could not let Ray Dance take this belt home. So I geared up for qualifying and adjusted my strategy. Based on all the qualifying laps, I had two new competitors in the mix, Preston and Mateo. But my focus was on Dan. After looking at all the qualifying lap times, I was going to start in 4th. Dan was going to start in 8th. And sneakily, R&D Thursday had made his way into starting 6th. It all came down to this. And just like that, I made my way up to 3rd place. As I was battling for the top 3, a collision opened a gap for me to sneak through into 1st on the very first lap. It was now me in 1st place, and Mateo was back in 2nd. Once the green flag waved, we were back off, me and Mateo battling it out. Mateo made his move quickly into the lap, putting me back in 2nd. I now had to play catch-up. But not long after, we had someone else with a cart issue, meaning the race was pulled to a halt. And while we waited for the go-kart to get fixed, we played a best 2 out of 3 rock, paper, scissors, and I lost. And soon after, the race continued, and my practice began to show. I had managed to catch up and take the lead back. Now all I had to do was hold it for a few more laps. But an issue had arisen. We had caught the back of the pack. We were starting to lap the other drivers, which is a very scary thing when you're in 1st because traffic can leave an opening for an opponent. And as quickly as I had taken it before, Mateo took 1st place right back. And as much as I tried to battle for it, he held strong and had good defense. If I was gonna win this, I'd have to make a move. and I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I failed you guys. I tried so hard to pass him and just couldn't make it happen. His defense was good. My driving wasn't perfect. I almost had him. But all love to Mateo. Incredible racing. Fun stuff. It was clean, enjoyable, and all in all, I had a great time. Wow. What a day. So the race didn't quite go our way, one step from where we wanted to be, but an absolutely gorgeous championship ring. Can this lock in for a sec? Can we lock this in? There it is. You can see Petrichor 5 Grand Prix 2026 finalist. There is the ring. Absolutely beautiful stuff. He's a good defender. I gotta give it to him. Incredible job. I hope the belt finds the greatest home. And I will take home as well a participation trophy, which says Petrichor 5 Grand Prix Drizzle Award for Adequacy. So, kind of iconic. They also let me keep my head sock. So, but man, 4 races later, I'm gassed. I'm about to take a shower, go to bed, and at the end of the day, all that matters is that we're now iced out. As I'm getting ready for bed, allergic eye and all, another group at 11 p.m. left to go to a Buc-ee's 45 minutes away. Now, if you don't know what Buc-ee's is, and here's the rage bait, but it's actually true, it's just a large gas station. And I mean that so genuinely. Buc-ee's is just a big gas station. People down south worship it, and I get it, I understand. It is just a gas station, and I could not be bothered to go that far for a gas station, so I'm going to bed. So with all that being said, good night, everyone. Good morning. It's day 3. And day 3 is over. It was quick. Unfortunately, the whole day is essentially NDA stuff that I cannot share with any of you. However, I did get fruit snacks, and so that's kind of dope. It was a good day. Just spent like 4 hours talking with everyone in the hotel lobby, which was a ton of fun. And tomorrow is going to be most of the same. However, tomorrow is a rodeo day, as well as we're all getting custom cowboy hats, okay? So I will be showing you my hat. But for now, unfortunately, day 3 is a wrap. So good night, everyone. Day 4. Good morning. Off to the office we went to do more secret stuff. Also, I got a cold while editing this, so sorry about my voice. But while we were there, we were able to make some custom cowboy hats. I actually almost missed my window, but I made it just in time. We chose our hat color, strap, and they had custom Risk of Rain branding irons to brand into the hat. And of course, I chose the GUP. And there she is in all her glory. We're looking at a GUP. Hope you can see it. I don't know. And now we are getting ready to go to the rodeo. So I'm gonna try to take good video there, show you what we're up to, and I'll see you there. I spent the hour-long bus ride chatting with R&D Thursday and Disputed Origin about YouTube stuff, which was really cool, because I don't get to do that with anyone in the Risk of Rain space. And who knows, maybe you'll see some other Risk of Rain YouTubers in some Trento Mento content soon. But eventually we arrived, and this place was buzzing. I have never been to a rodeo before, so I had no idea what to expect. It was unlike anything I'd ever been to. There was a clown guy. There was horse riding, where the rider tried to stay on while a horse tried to buck him off. There was calf lassoing, where the lasso broke away once it was secured. There was another clown guy. Nope, that's just Dan, sorry. There was horse racing, where they had to circle around 3 different barrels as fast as they could without knocking any over or getting a 5-second time penalty. There was a tractor Zamboni to level the dirt. There was a clown guy with a gun. There was bull riding, which was my favorite part, where the riders had to stay on a 2,000-pound bull for 8 seconds. Some of these bulls were mean, dude, and the straw dummy got absolutely demolished. There were also some other events that quite honestly made me feel really bad for the baby cows, so I'm not gonna show them, because look at how gosh darn cute they are. Rodeo over. Wow. Crazy thing a rodeo is, personally. A lot of it, hey, not a big fan of. Alright, but the bull riding, dude? That's cool. So make sure you tune in for my next video, Trento Mento goes bull riding in Texas. So that wraps up the last day. I fly out tomorrow at 10:30, right back home, and life is as usual. This experience was incredible. So thank you to Gearbox for flying me out here to do a bunch of really cool stuff. And another thank you to everybody I met here. I made friends I didn't think I would make. I made way more friends than I thought I would make. And I wouldn't be too surprised if this trip culminates in maybe a couple more collabs in the Trento Mento channel. Everyone from the organizers to the devs to the modders to the other content creators are the coolest people around. Risk of Rain truly has one of the best communities in gaming, and I'm honored to be such a big part of it, even though my part is pretty small in the grand scheme of things. So that is it for day 4, and I'll see you all in day 5. And for the last time, good night. Well, good morning. I woke up late, 30 minutes late, in fact, so I packed up in 4 seconds and ran downstairs to make sure I have a ride to the airport. Wish me luck. While I voice over my outro, please enjoy this bird that I filmed specifically for the end card of this video. I want to thank Gearbox again for bringing me out there to test DLC 4 and give tons of feedback. I also want to thank everyone there for being so cool. Everyone was so nice and easy to talk to, and I never thought I'd be able to say that as someone who struggles with that kind of one-on-one conversation. But truly, this is an experience I'll never forget, and I hope we get to do it again at some point. Like I said earlier, keep your eyes open for my DLC general thoughts video. I cannot talk about anything specific that is in the DLC, but I want to mention my overall thoughts and vibes of it. Also, this video was a ton of fun to make, so please show this video some love if you enjoy this type of content so I can make more of it. The best way to do that is to like, comment, or hype the video up with the new hype button. But with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.